All right, welcome everybody. Today what I'm going to do is, I printed this box here, enclosure for the Elgato Stream Deck yesterday. It took 7.5 hours. So what I'm going to do will be mounting it on my desk like that, so I'll be able to have access right to the buttons on the Stream Deck. So what I got to do is it didn't quite fit in. Like it's almost fitting in its thing here in its slot. You can tell it's really tight. It just has to be shaved down around a bit to make it flush and taut. I mean, it's okay as it is, just kind of just sitting there with a little bevel on the top. But I want it to be flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the handy dandy little engraver pen here. And this is a very, very fine tip on it. It may be a 1.5 millimeter tip that I use for engraving Lego bricks. And I'm going to just skim all around the sides of it here and see if we can get this to fit in. So that's my goal. Stick with me here. I don't know. It shouldn't take too long. I'm not going to bore you screwing it on the desk here. Just to get it in this enclosure. That's all I really want to show you. The enclosure came out really well. It's nice. I did it, I think, on 20% infill. So it's not a solid print, but it's solid, but it's not like solid inside. It's like a gyroid or something I used inside to make it pretty solid. But anyway, enough of that. Let's just get at this and see what we can do here. We'll see. I might have to break out the Dremel because this just may not be powerful enough. I'm afraid that's what I'm going to have to do, I guess. But I don't know where my Dremel is. That's part of the problem. I gotta go find it. And of course, the other problem is when you get a high speed going, you starting to get plastic melt. So you gotta be careful of that too. Let's see if I got anything else here in my toolbox. Hang on. I don't know what else I got here. Shave it down other than a knife, but the knife doesn't really want to do the job that I want it to do, so kind of a trial and error, but I suppose what the hell we can try, I suppose. Okay, I got a funny looking knife here. The tip is broke off, but it's okay because I don't want it to go very far. So see, that's what I'm afraid of skipping, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to try it this way. No, you can't see it very well, but I do apologize for that. See what we can come up with here. Get this beast. Ah, frig. Well, it's a good thing it's white because it's not showing up the imperfections. Jesus. This is why I don't like knives. I hate them. I hate those fuckers with a passion. That's why I like these things better. If I use this thing, it'll take me 7 hours to do this, which I am not going to do, so. Well, it's not much that required to be taken off it, but still. Still enough for me to be pissed off that I have to keep going at it. So. Just goes, freaking Christ. Just like, I guess Bob Ross would say, just take it slow. Make this a happy little cut. We'll get through it. Okay, so it's almost there. Just down around the bottom and that side there. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Not much to really get at it, but sand this down, paint this all up if you wanted to afterwards. Get rid of those scratch marks. I'm not going to because I don't really care, but if I was making this for someone else, yeah, I'd sand it down and make it right nice. Because that would look pretty shitty with scratch marks all over it. Tidy that little bit of mess up afterwards. Let's just see. Pop that sucker in there. Still not deep enough there. It's good there. No, we still got a way to go on that one. So what I'm going to do is just make a mark here along that side so we know. It's not that much. It's enough though. And around those corners. Shit. I'm gonna really have to do something there. Sand that down afterwards, I guess. I'm gonna have to sand. I might end up sanding it down for myself if I keep slipping. I just don't know where my Dremel is. That's why I went to the engraver. It's hiding somewhere in the garage. So, if and when I can get to it, I'd use it properly. But I'm gonna have to dig it out so I can do these types of things. Now if you scratch it inside there, what the hell, right? Not gonna get a crap because it's poor mouse pad. Feel bad for it, it's getting all dirty. And I gotta do this side too, because if I don't, then it's not gonna fit in. Just go lightly at it here and see. No, I just don't have enough power to do anything. Make sure you're wearing glasses when you're doing this too, because, you know, you don't want a little piece of plastic flying up and whacking you in the eyeball or something, or your blade breaking off, flying up, hitting you in the eye. Knife blades are not fun at the best of times, let alone getting them. I had glasses on one time and I sustained a fairly nasty hit to the head one time. Actually, well, it wasn't a hit. We were moving something, and I was all right from it, but I did see stars. Went to the hospital, nothing was broken, but they said, you had your glasses on? I said, yeah. Couldn't find them for about a year, because they went flying off my head. Landed it outside in the garden somewhere, because I was outside. And, but they saved my face. They saved my face, so I was lucky for that. Let's see how we're getting on with this. Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. Just a little more down on that bottom end. Right over here, I think. Yeah, getting there. And it'll sit in right nice and cool. It'll sit in right nice and cool. Can't even get the frigger out right now. There you go. It's a little more down here on this end. So, this is what it's like when you're 3D print stuff. Not always comes out to the exact dimensions that you want it. And that goes even when you're building or printing the LEGO parts or brick parts. It's certainly, you know, you're not going to get the quality that the brick companies make, but you can get some pretty decent stuff out of it that you would never get elsewhere. So, I mean, that being said, it's well worth it. I got to print some roller coaster track after, because I need 3 corners anyway at this point in time, maybe more. But I gotta try to get 2 or 3 corners printed today for the display that I'm working on. I made my own corners in the CAD program and print them. They work out pretty damn good. Main thing is the cars go along them, right? That's what counts. It's almost there. Something not quite right there. On this edge, maybe. I'll try this inside edge. I think maybe that's where it's hung up now. This is not going to be a long stream today. This is just showing you what you can do and have fun doing it, you know. I got a lot of things to do today, so this is just one of them I want to get done. Keep your fingers out of the way in knives. I've seen it really nasty cut one time. So, one of the places I used to work at, and had to do first aid on him, and it was not fun. He was trying to cut plastic pipe about yay round, I guess, you know, 2-inch plastic pipe, PVC pipe, with a box cutter knife, and it missed and went right down over his wrist and cut into his vein, and well, he pretty much passed out in front of us. By the time the ambulance got to us, they got him too. We had kept the pressure on it and made sure he didn't bleed out, of course, and there wasn't much you could do. He didn't, I can't remember if he said he took any blood or not, but he took 2 or 3 stitches in the vein. So, and that was after he sat in the emergency room for, I don't know, 8 hours, because they didn't feel that at that time he was a emergency. But he was just bleeding out everywhere, so, I mean, you know, that's the way it is here. If you're not dead, then you're not an emergency, which is kind of really bizarre, isn't it? So, whatever, I guess. And it depends on the doctor too, of course. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if this fits. Now, sorry for the camera quality right here. The camera quality here, because that's an old 480p camera. And it's a piece of crap, but it works. I think I just got to cut that front lip down a little bit more there, and I mean the inside part of it, because that seems to be where the problem is. This is not on the outside now. Still in the round part, and there might be a bit there too. Let's see, this should pretty much, yeah, I don't want it to be loose. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not going to get much better than that, I don't think. It's in there. Let's see. Yeah, just broke the tip of that knife off. No surprise. So yeah, so it's that little bit there could shave off. I'm gonna have to get a new blade eventually, because I got no blade left on this sucker. That's funny as hell. pretty good. It's pretty flat now in there. So I'm not going to really mess around or muck around with it too much more, because it's sitting in, it's pretty taut. And if I do that, it might pop out or something. And at least I can like do that and get it to come out. So I know for a fact it's in there. And I didn't know. I thought this thing was made of plastic on here, but this is actually a metal case. This might be plastic here, but this top piece is metal because it's scraped as I was marking it. So well-made product. Yeah, I think that's about as tight as we're going to get it. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to mount it on the thing and start using it. So there we go. Mounted in the little box. I think it's pretty cool. I'll show you up on the big cam now. Yeah, there we go. Let's just I'll cut out the small cam and we'll just enlarge the big one here so that you can see how well it actually is. Okay, there we go. So I love the little bevels on the edge of this one. Now this one here had a stand or another piece that goes on to the back of this, and this was not flat on the back. This had a bevel on it of some sort. I just took it, put it in the CAD, and chopped the back off nice and flat at the angle I wanted it for the side of the desk. And I'll show you that in a second. And I like it like that. So that's the great thing with these 3D things. And it has the little hole here that you put your wire down in to make it completely flat, and that's really sweet. So yeah, okay, so let's go back to the other camera here, and I'll show you roughly how I'm going to mount that. Yeah, okay, hang on a second now, so I got to get my camera cadabras here fixed back up. So hang on 1 second now. And we'll bring back that beast. There he is. Alright, so he's showing that's the edge of my desk. See, there's the edge of my desk right there. So what I'm going to do above the keyboard is I'm going to mount this probably over here above it. And yeah, I'm probably going to mount it. I hit a button there, sorry. Probably going to mount it right above the keyboard there. Unless it interferes with my keys, which it looks like it's probably going to do, so I may have to bring it over here. Which would not be the end of the world, because that's where my mouse usually is, on the mouse pad. So, that being said, and keep the camera steady there for a second. Let's just see if that was mounted there like that. It's going to give me room. Oh yeah, plenty of room, which is good. I like that. I can mount that right there. I like that. Yeah, that looks cool. And that's out of the way of everything else. So if it was over here, way over here, it's in the way of my headphones. I can't really see it all that well. Yeah, I like it right there. That's where it's going to end up going. Screwed on right there. Screwed on right there to the side of the desk. This is 2x4 construction desk. And it's a pretty long desk. It's like 10 feet long, 2 feet wide from the wall out. So I have all my stuff on here. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to mount that, screw that on there, and have fun with it. So that's about the end of the video for today. I just wanted to show you that. And once again, it is the 2nd of January 2021. Things are always going to be looking up, hopefully. Although COVID-wise, it doesn't look to be looking up too well, so I don't know. But we got lots of time here on our hands to do stuff, so we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be streaming some more. So anyway, I will talk to you guys again in another video pretty soon. Bye for now.